So we have a lot of couples who come into the PBT Institute. We have the betrayed does our reclaim program for 3 months, the betrayer does our rebuild program for 3 months, and they emerge transformed. So there's a couple that's in there now. And I was working with the betrayed yesterday, and they're about 2 months in. And she said, what happens when I'm so much better at managing triggers? And here's the thing, triggers will lose their emotional charge as you move through the 5 stages from betrayal to breakthrough. And she said, well, what happens with triggers? Sometimes we're doing so great and I don't want to bring them up. I'm not sure what to do. There's this, if you're the betrayed, listen up here. There's this sort of time frame that you go through where it's like a fine line. You can manage that trigger, but you see them skipping along like, look at them doing so great. And you bring it up because you kind of want to reset the power dynamic here. Yes, you're happy that they're completely transformed, but that transformation happened at sort of at your expense, at the expense of breaking your heart and your trust and everything else. So a lot of times when you can manage it, you bring it up just to reset things, to make sure they're hurting as much as you. I mean, let's be honest, right? To make sure they're still feeling it, to make sure there's still deep remorse and regret. And so what I invited her to consider was this. Check your intentions. What's the intention behind it? Do you still have unanswered questions? Are you still struggling? Do you still have this need to know more details or whatever it is that could put your mind and your heart at ease? That's one thing. But if the intention is to reset that power dynamic, because let's face it, the ego is badly bruised, that's a different story. And that's not moving forward to that 2.0 version of you that you experience in stage 5. So that distinction makes it really clear. Why are you bringing it up? Are you bringing it up because you need this final piece or this new piece just to kind of breathe a little bit easier and rest your heart and mind? Or are you doing it to reset the power dynamic? So it's a subtle thing, but if you're going through this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's really funny because I'm working with her husband too in the rebuild program, and he was writing notes. What do I say? What do I do? What do I not say? What do I not do? So it's so thrilling just to see this new version of them emerging. It's very exciting. Do you need to do the work? Yes. Is it the hardest work you'll ever do? Possibly, and the most transformative. Is it worth it? If if both of you are ready to create an entirely new 2.0 relationship, it could be the best thing you've ever done. So hope that helps. Follow for more.